Revenge is finally having another drop this upcoming Sunday, July 19th at 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. You guys can calculate what time that is for you. And I think it's been almost 2 months since their last drop. Obviously, if you guys follow Garrett, there's been a lot of stuff going on in his life, so he's been busy and distracted from doing drops, but they've been back in full force with a lot of the Juice WRLD stuff that they put out, which I wanted to cover, but with like the shock drop that it was, it just didn't really have time to be able to cover it. But that being said, we will cover this drop, and it's said to have been or will be a small drop. Garrett has said that's going to be a small drop coming up this Sunday. Not exactly sure how many items will be in it, though. I think their smaller drops are usually around like 8 items or so, but that being said, their big drops really aren't that much bigger. Usually it's just like another colorway of a t-shirt or something like that, but we do have a certain idea of what's going to be dropping. There's been a lot of stuff teased, especially as of late, so we know a couple pieces are dropping and we can make some assumptions about the other ones. Also, before we get into it, I want to throw this up. They had this notification during that hiatus I was talking about. This explains it a little bit, and they're also allegedly getting a new customer service person, so hopefully that pans out because Revenge really needs to improve their customer service. And with that being said, we'll get into the first item of the drop, and this one is confirmed. This is the Angel hoodie. You have an angel, or like this gothic portrait of an angel leaning over a guy with the brightness cranked ridiculously high, or at least for this teaser, the brightness is way too high for me to like, I guess. There was nudity on it. The angel does not have a top on or anything, so I don't know, maybe they're trying to get rid of that, or maybe they increase the brightness on Instagram to not get like reported for showing nudity. I'm not exactly sure, but hopefully it doesn't come this whitewashed, because I don't know, the graphic is just kind of weird with it, especially when we look at this white colorway. And also on the back you have a Revenge Arc logo, and then the fill uses the same portrait, which I'm not really a fan of. Like, I wish they just left it in outline personally, or if they are going to go the route of doing a fill, use something different than what is already on the piece. I don't know, that's just my opinion. Going down the sleeve, you have Revenge's in the creator's hands like usual that they put on a lot of the sleeves. So the next thing I believe that was confirmed was this bread embroidery crew neck, and you might also see some sweatpants dropping with it. We've gotten these sweatpants teased. But to go back to the crew neck, we have been seeing this for a while. I think the last drop, the Young Thug drop, they had him in one of the pictures wearing it, I want to say. And then also they've shown some leaks of the warehouse where they have just bags and bags full of these. So they're definitely there and ready to sell. But I believe they are going to be in this drop. I want to say I heard that on his live stream. That was one of the things he was talking about. And then also it would make sense to maybe drop the sweatsuit together. I also think this has been confirmed. We have the Bone Arc logo. This is something we've been seeing for months. I want to say, maybe like 5 months or so, maybe even longer. We've been seeing this logo, and Garrett has been saying that it'll drop soon, and I believe it is actually supposed to drop now. We have the skull on the back, which they've been showing off on a ton of different items. And basically you just got the ARC logo, but instead of the original like fill or like makeup of the ARC logo, it's made up of bones. So I think it's an interesting design. I think it's cool and creative, more towards the line of things that I would like to see instead of just the plain old ARC logo and everything. But personally, I'm not going to cop it, but it's not a bad design at all. Kind of similar to that in the sense that it uses the same skull. We also have this 3M reflective tee that was posted a while back saying they would be coming out soon. So this is something we could see, though I don't think we've heard about it for a while, so I wouldn't be surprised if it didn't pop up. Following suit with things that have been leaked saying soon, we have these accessories. You have the bag and then also the socks. But I don't think we're going to get that spider jacket. If we do, then I could see we'd get the shoulder bags. It would make sense for them to drop together since they're both using the same pattern. If you guys haven't seen, there's also this like varsity jacket that uses that same spider web with the Revenge spell out. But yeah, these say next drop soon and new accessories, so we could see these. It makes sense, I guess. But personally, I think they'll probably drop the shoulder bag with the jacket, maybe in a later drop. We also have these all over sweat shorts, which I believe are the shorts that Garrett was talking about in his live when he said that they might be in the upcoming small drop, depending on production. But since he said it's going to be a small drop, I would expect that these maybe didn't make the cut and will be pushed back to a later date. But that being said, I think they're all right. I don't know if I'm crazy about the colorway on them, but you know, definitely not a bad piece at all. So this is the last piece we're going to look at. This is the Lightning logo, like Juice WRLD hoodie that he made, and it didn't really have any relation with Juice WRLD other than the sleeve text said like long live Juice WRLD or something along those lines. And Garrett said he wasn't going to be able to release it as is because of Juice's label or team or something, so he would have to change the sleeve text. So I definitely think we will not see this because it would have to be a pre-order, and I think they're trying to just do stuff that is already in stock, though I could be wrong. And once again, he said it's going to be a small drop, so I'd go in expecting fewer things rather than more things to show up in the drop. We should get the drop list pretty soon here, though. I think they usually do like 1 or 2 days before the drop, depending on how on top of their stuff they are. And that being said, you know, that's pretty much it for the drop. I will go live an hour before it happens on Sunday, so if you guys want to hop in, talk about the drop, or you know, talk about whatever, usually there's a pretty good crowd for that. We'll try to crack the password and get in early. But yeah, that's all I've got for you guys. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you Sunday.